brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Exactly what Jill just said. Brightening up those bright mornings as the brightness slowly fades away into winter. It's not quite that desperate yet. We are midway through August officially. It is the 15th. And that means, according to the weather, we're not going to get above 15 for the next week or so. So, let's go out there and enjoy that weather.
That's the perfect temperature.
It is.
Nice.
See, that's the thing. I like it. I do like it. It's a little cool in the morning, a little cool at night, but like during the day, 15 to 20 for my extra padded body is perfect. Perfect.
Good sleeping weather.
Good sleeping weather indeed.
Yeah.
And I got a sweater on today. It's a little cold. It's a little warm in here because it's gotten cold enough that the heaters have gone on in the building. And that's a bit much. It feels like it, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel warm in here? Or maybe that's just us.
Could be.
And our
just
body
heating this
heats.
thing up.
Woof.
Woof?
Woof.
What? What?
That's a sexy woof. Have you ever heard
Is that a sexy woof?
You never heard a sexy woof? That was one.
No, I felt like it's like woof. Like yeah.
Do you even woof, bro?
You even woof, bro? I've like a sexy meow, like that kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
but not a woof, like a ruff.
Yeah, woofs are.
Well, I guess
sexy.
so. I guess you could do. Like, okay, let's all try one. Everybody try to be a sexy dog. What's that? Arf.
Grr.
And
Woof.
it sounds like you're losing your voice. You're like, woof.
It's Bill Clinton woof.
Yeah. Woof. Woof. I did not pee on that hydrant. That was the worst Bill Clinton ever.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Thursday morning. It's time for another Cabin Radio slow pitch team update.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Am I supposed to talk?
Yeah, if you could.
What happened to take me out to the ball game?
I forgot to cue it up.
Oh.
So I'll just do I'll do that song. I'll play it low, or I'll sing it low. The song from The Simpsons. Well, Mr.
Okay.
Burns had done it. The power plant had won it. With Roger Clemens clucking all the while.
How can I talk over this? That would be a sin.
Mike Socha's tragic illness made us smile.
Well, Wade Buck laid unconscious on the barroom tile.
We're talking softball. Mattingly and Canseco talking softball. Something or other and something. No, I messed it up.
Yeah. From Maine to San Diego.
Oh, that's right. From Maine to San Diego. And then Mattingly and Canseco.
That's right.
Ken Griffey's grotesquely swollen jaw. Steve Sachs and his run-ins with the law. We're talking Homer. You're supposed to be talking Ozzy and the Straw.
And there it is. Simpsons reference for the day.
Yeah, it's all good. It's in the books.
Right.
So we had a game. I said we.
Yeah, you said we.
We had a game last night. I still am on the team. And I owe you
Barely.
I owe you $17 for a jersey.
Did you even pay me a league registration fee?
Don't think so.
You're a
So
scoundrel.
I owe you $67. Was it $50?
Yeah.
Okay. So I owe you $67. I will pay, and I will play before the end of the season.
Right.
I will.
Okay.
When's the last game?
Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Really?
Shocking, right? A game. Where do these games come from?
Why?
It's like they're listed on a schedule.
Why is
ahead
that
of
the
time.
last game? It's not even the end of August.
I don't know, Jesse.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
All right. I probably won't be at that one.
Yeah, I figured.
Is there an end of the year tournament?
No, but there's an end of the year team evaluation.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look forward to that.
I won't.
Okay.
Attitude, A+. Attendance, not so great.
And that'll ding into your attitude because attendance heavily weighs on attitude on this team.
Attitude reflects leadership.
Oh,
No, there's not an end of the year tournament. There's got to be.
well,
It's got to be like playoffs.
Yeah,
Everyone's
Playoffs?
Everyone's in the playoffs. Right?
talk about playoffs.
Playoffs.
God,
I just hope we win a game.
just hope you show up
for a game. I was gonna do it. Damn it! But we, the team, lost last night. I take these losses very hard, even though I'm not there.
I know.
I was having chili.
You get
last night.
offended when we lose.
I don't get offended. I just ask why. Why?
Well, generally it's because the other team scores more runs.
Oh,
than
okay.
we do, which was the case last night
All
once
right.
again.
Yeah.
As the Cavan Radio Slow Pitch team lost 12-5.
12-5. That's not bad.
12-5.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, we're in D division now.
Well, if AJ and Gavin would show up every once in a while.
Gavin showed up.
Well, last night. Yeah.
Yeah. AJ was sick, but considered it.
Sick. He's here right now.
Yeah, that's
He
because
came in this morning and was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Big bright bouncing his step.
Yeah.
He's not
He
sick.
rested.
He rested?
He rested.
All right. Fair
Feeling
enough.
better.
Who else was benched?
Who else was benched? Like, who didn't show up?
That's right.
Well, the guy who just strolled into
Strolled
Studio
in
One
as if there's nothing going on.
Tell me we're back on the air.
I did by saying, "Welcome back to Mornings at the Cabin." No, I got caught off guard by 5 seconds. But okay, so one game left. Ollie's been to none of them.
Yep.
I've been to 2.
So basically,
So
none.
I think I don't need a dressing down at the end of the season, but Ollie does.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
We'll evaluate.
When are the playoffs? When do they start?
Playoffs, I believe, start Sunday. The league has, they've shared like brackets that they've put together with everyone, but they need to know the final standings before they drop teams into those brackets.
Presumably, there can be zero chance that we've made the playoffs.
No,
Everybody makes the playoffs.
Everybody
Ollie.
makes the playoffs.
Was this your plan all along?
Just like hockey.
I was tanking. I thought maybe then we'd get a better position in the draft.
That's right. Yeah. For next year's players.
Yeah.
Whoever's coming to town looking for friends, we'll draft that person.
Yeah, may as well go with the Edmonton Oilers model of success, right? Yeah. Just go for that top
success.
draft pick.
You put that in quotations.
Success. Dripping
Get
with
the best
sarcasm.
player in the draft, tank again. Get another best player in the draft, tank again. Get another best player in the draft, tank again. And eventually you have all the best players, and then you tank again.
Well, how many number ones did they get? They got 4 number ones in 6 years or something like that, right? And
something like that.
they only have
Look
2
at
of
the
them
difference
left.
that it made.
And they
Well, they got a new arena out of the deal.
They did. That's true.
You know?
Can you tank for an arena? I didn't even know that was an option.
You could, yeah.
Good for them.
You tank and you tank and you tank, and then you get Connor McDavid. Well, I mean, obviously it was.
We're
being
so
built.
bad,
Wow.
we need a bigger facility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if only we had a draft, that would be a great strategy.
That would
I'd
be
go for
awesome. That would be
But,
awesome. And none of these teams could like put themselves together and be an A division on top of the A division all the time. You just draft from the entire pool of players.
Yeah.
There's no divisions. It's just a big hodgepodge. Yeah.
I mean, there's like 2 teams in A division. I think they do that. They just But don't worry, off-season plans are underway.
Oh,
I'm scheming.
but for what? What are we gonna
You'll
do?
see.
What?
You'll
like
see. It's gonna be a big
on the land
off-season.
training?
Big off-season for the Cavan Radio Slow Pitch team.
Are we gonna get together for drinks every Saturday?
No.
Oh well, that sounds like a pretty good plan to me. For the off season.
Playing some slow pitch would have been good too for the
Why?
on-season.
How are we going to play that in
For the
off-season?
on-season.
Well, I suppose, but I mean, failing that.
Do you want to make a drinking schedule? Will you stick to it? If we
No,
have
I won't.
schedules?
Our drinking captain, Jesse Wheeler.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
The album has dropped. It's about time. We've been waiting all week for this. Finnegan, the Bad Dog, just dropped on Mornings at the Cabin's Facebook page. Go there now to listen, but also see just the best album cover I think I've ever seen. Well done.
You know, album art is not as big as it used to be.
It's not, and it should be.
And Finnegan wanted to bring that back.
Iron Maiden's CD covers are always my favorite. The
Yeah.
album art, right? But
And, you know, a true artist will push that art to its full extent.
and you have pushed that art to its very apex, I
Yeah.
guess.
So that's the shot on the cover is him at Lollapalooza.
Yeah,
They
which
asked
is just
him,
rocking out.
They asked him not to stage dive, but he's the bad dog.
He's the bad dog.
He does what he wants.
He looks pretty blissed out there, man.
He's you know, when you're right in the middle of a guitar solo on top of a crowd, how do you not? How do you not be blissed out?
Blissed out is like a euphemism for whatever he's on there.
Whatever he's on.
Yeah,
He's on people.
he's on people.
He's
on something else. He's high on people.
Well, let's not go into his personal life.
I'm just saying, man. I'm worried about him.
You get your.
He's taking this bad dog persona maybe a little too far.
Come on, nobody questions Hendrix. You know,
No, because he's been dead for 47 years.
he's on like all sorts
49
of
years.
Stop
Hendrix has been
questioning
dead
him.
for almost 50 years.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finnegan's still alive, so he's winning. What do you want? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, how old is Finnegan? 3 years old?
3 years old.
So he is
Like 100 in dog years.
27.
Yeah.
27 in dog years.
He's living fast. Oh, no, 27.
He's in the 27 club.
No.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
His first and last album. No, let's not say that. Terrible. His first album.
Although,
it's got 4 tracks.
if it is his first and last album, I mean, that's instant legend.
That's right.
So
absolutely.
Are you publishing like every track one after the other?
I
on
hope
board?
so.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me add videos like as a collection.
Oh, my God.
So it's just one after
Yeah.
another.
That's right.
Yeah.
So 4 new posts to the Mornings with Kevin Facebook page. Go check it out now.
Have you ever noticed how other artists? I realize you as Finnegan's manager. Other artists like stagger their releases over time.
No.
No.
No,
got-
we're doing a full-on like Netflix new series,
got
like
no time for
binge
that.
drop.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Well, just like Eminem's new album.
Yeah.
Just dropped all at once.
All at
There
once.
it is.
Yeah, just like-
Yeah.
exactly. This is the Netflix generation, y'all.
I was
We
actually
got to drop
surprised.
everything at once.
I was surprised that Eminem decided to drop the entire album on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page, but at the same time, I thought that was it's appropriate.
With each track in separate posts.
This is a calculated marketing ploy, Ollie. You space out the posts by approximately 5 to 10 seconds, which is the average attention span of
I'm trying
people
to
in
keep
this
you
day and
talking
age.
to try and space this one out a little bit more than the last one before you finish and hit
All
publish.
right, here
Yeah.
it comes when the tail wags, dropping right now.
All right now you'll be able to. You can watch this live on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page. This live hit of music.
There you go.
Title track, The Bad Dog. Okay. Okay, now there's going to be we have a meet and greet set up with Finnegan at Folk on the Rocks at about 5 o'clock tonight. So is that when you're taking him for a walk? When you take him for a walk? About 5 o'clock?
He might not show up because again, he's the bad dog.
He's the bad dog. But I mean, if you line up at Folk on the Rocks, you might be able to get a paw print.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Maybe a kiss on the cheek.
Kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll try to hump your leg.
Maybe.
Again, he's the bad dog.
Duh.
Duh. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to Mornings at the Cabin. This is great stuff. Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page. Go check it out now. Every stream gets Finnegan another treat.
Scenes from the cabin.
I wonder where that fish has gone.
You did love it so. You looked after it like a son.
And it went wherever I did go.
Is it in the cupboard?
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Wouldn't you like to know? It was a lovely little fish.
And it went wherever I did go.
It's behind the sofa.
Where can the fish be?
Have you thought of the drawers in the bureau?
It is the most elusive fish.
And it went wherever I did go.
Oh, fishy, fishy, fishy fish.
A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy, ooh.
Oh, fishy, fishy, fishy fish.
That went wherever I did go.
Scenes from the cabin. Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, the Monkey Tree Pub, the Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Java Roma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Obviously, we had that big internet outage. It feels like so long ago. It was Monday that happened.
Get over it.
No, I will not get over it.
All right.
That is a vital piece of infrastructure that needs to be
Okay,
protected.
okay,
But you know
okay.
what? It sounds like something's going to happen. Based on our story by our own Ollie Williams, to deter vandals, Northwest Health plans more fiber line security. And I'm wondering what that looks like. Ollie?
Trapdoors.
What?
Trapdoors.
Trapdoors.
So what they're
Trapdoors.
doing is they're going to put little trapdoors in the bedrock, and
Yep.
they're just going to be all around the fiber line. But you won't know exactly where.
Ah!
And so some of it will just be
Whoa.
like canvas painted to look like bedrock.
Ah!
And you'll tiptoe up to the fiber line with an axe. They'll go, and then actually, they'll have Walt Disney piano players right next to go. And then like someone with a horn will go. Wah, wah.
Yeah. Little pizzicato violin string. Yes.
So that's it, huh?
That sounds great.
Trapdoors.
I thought they maybe go with your idea, Lekter, which is to arm the bison.
Yeah. The old good bison with a gun theory.
But like, you know,
that
like
was with a nose gun. Like,
nose
it's
gun.
just there's on a
Yeah.
trigger attached to its paw,
Right.
and if it just like a hoof, and if it just like points at them, it triggers the. It's very complex.
That's ridiculous. I was thinking more like automated sentries on a saddle on top of the hump.
Oh.
There you go. And they just kind of, you know, if they get within 50 feet, they get shot.
So the bison has no control over it.
No,
They're
you can't disturb.
They're just a
bison.
vessel for this.
That's right.
Machine gun.
Absolutely right.
What about very large eagles? Like eagles large enough to lift up a human being, and then obviously that would, if you found yourself, like for example, having to change a flat tire by the side of the road, you would need to keep your wits about you a little bit. But if the eagles were trained basically to understand that any pedestrian they see is probably going after the fiber line, and just like pick them up and fly them into the wilderness and drop them, that would solve the problem.
So what happens when the eagles become a problem? What do we do then?
What if the eagles attack the fiber line?
Well, no, I mean, if not enough they attack the fiber line, if they constantly attack other people, and then what do we do when the eagles
Well, if it's
start
other
to-
people,
Yeah.
that's great.
Other people? Who are the other people?
Well, I don't know, but they're other people, and therefore I'm not worried.
Well, there's
Okay,
Joe
fair.
Walsh.
There's Joe Walsh.
Got to
What?
consider him.
Why?
Well, because he wasn't always part of the Eagles. This is where you're headed, right? This is where you were going.
Oh, my God.
You wanted to take this to the limit. Right?
Yes, I did.
Just one more
I
time.
Did, and oh, God. Keep going.
Well, I've got a peaceful, easy feeling now. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, my God.
This is the best running bit in the history of radio.
And then John
You-
Henley
you
doesn't
never
call
know
you
when
on
it's
your
gonna-
birthday.
You never know when it's going to sneak up on you.
Well, I feel like a few people probably saw that one coming.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
take
that's
it
good.
easy,
That's
guys.
good.
Let's just
Take it easy.
finish off the break here.
Take it easy. But here, the other story, this is from CBC, and I don't know if, I don't read your stories, but I wonder if you referenced in your story that Robert C. McLeod is going to have a conversation with Northwest Tel.
Yeah, if you'd read past the fifth paragraph in my story, you'd have seen it.
Paragraph?
Oh,
Good
you don't
Lord.
have all day.
Yeah.
Like, get to it.
I
Get
got
to
some.
it.
Yeah, I mean, if you could just make it punchy and just like do 4 bullet points as to what you're meaning.
Just
I
put
just
it
say-
all in the headline there.
Yeah.
Just say the part
Jump it all in the headline.
the part of my day where
Yeah.
I read through all the comments from people on Facebook who
Yeah.
have only read the 2 sentences that Facebook had
Yeah.
and the link to the story,
Yeah.
and have then gone for it.
Yeah.
Like, even sometimes you get people who will repeat the headline
Yeah.
in the comments
Yeah.
under the story because they didn't get as far as reading the headline.
Yeah.
We're all busy, Ollie.
Yeah. We're all too busy to read the article, but not too busy to spend a bunch of time going back and forth with people.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound
Blows
you
my
walk
mind.
like and you talk like a socialist. Is what I'm saying, Ollie. Just it's a shame.
So, would you like
Socialism
to fill people
bad.
in, for people who don't know what you're talking
Because
about?
of Red Menace. No, it's fine. Oh, we don't need to get into it. But what do you think Robert C. McLeod is
He
going to...
literally just got into it.
That's just a headline.
That's
He
just
doesn't
a
Picks
go
up a
into the
Facebook
Just a
whole-
comment, throws it out there. No
Ollie
reference to
Williams
anything.
is a socialist.
Nothing to do with me. I'm not Kevin O'Reilly. I like to make that clear.
Socialism, bad.
That's
Because
should again.
reasons.
Now I have to explain everything for people who don't understand what
You
we're
really
talking about.
don't. Do a
Which is
story
that
on it.
That comment was about Kevin O'Reilly, which
Yeah.
you disagree. You jumped in there.
I did. Because I wondered why why saying he's a socialist is like an insult. Like the comment was
right.
that he walks and talks like a socialist, and that was the argument. It's
Right.
like, and what does that mean?
Well, communism used to be illegal.
That's not the same thing.
And it's like a brother of communism, maybe a cousin.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you really want to push it, maybe like a second cousin.
It's almost like political ideologies, exist on a spectrum.
Okay.
Robert C. McLeod having a conversation with Northwest Tel. What do you think that? How do you think that's going to go? What do you think that sounds like?
Well, I am out of office in the next 10 days, and I'm retiring. So you guys, good luck. is
Yep,
how that conversation is going
That
to go.
sounds about right. And as I put out there, I hope this conversation will not be online through Facebook Messenger or Facebook Chat or something. Hopefully, it's in person. But yeah, I mean, I'm out of here very soon. So if you guys could just fix the problem.
I honestly can imagine Robert C. McLeod going into that meeting in person and just being like, yeah, well, I'm off to spend some time with the grandkids, and then just flipping the bird like machine guns on the way back out the door.
That sounds accurate. But I mean, like, what could be done to deter vandals? What do you think, in your estimation? What do you think extra security looks like? Like, so someone driving back and forth between here and Betchico every 10 minutes?
So you got to look at it from the point of view of logistically, you can't really do that because you can't tie it. Like, they're never going to pay for somebody to drive back and forth and go, grrr.
I'll do that.
Grrr. And like, bear in mind that you can't always see the fiber line from the road. Yeah. Anyway. So right, that's out. So you're
it's in a tree, a few feet back from the road.
It's pointless having like sentries on the fiber line because it ain't gonna work. So basically, like, the fiber line is there. You can't bury it in some places because you just can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what are you left with? Hiding it a bit better is basically what it comes down to. So I'm imagining that they're going to hire the local arts community to paint everything in fancy camouflage.
Oh, very. That is the best idea I've heard. Is if you could paint it to make it look like something so people can't find it, then perfect.
Honestly, if you just went over it and found all the better, just like painted it so that it looked like everything around it.
Yeah.
Then I mean, I've never seen it. I don't know what it looks like right now. I imagine it's black cable.
I imagine it's a black cable.
Yep. But I don't know. Yeah, if you hired all of our local artists and said, look, give it your best impression of shot, make this look like the bedrock. Like, here's some money for our local arts community for a really dumb task, but you know what? It's still money.
It's not dumb if it serves the purpose.
And then, let's just at least... The only problem then is, next time someone cuts through the fiber line,
you won't be able to find it. Well, surely they've got some sort of goggles that points it out or something.
Shucks, everybody. Remember that time we camouflaged the fiber line? Now it's broken and we don't know where it is.
Now we can't find it. Release the eagles. Have the eagles killed. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. I don't know what extra security looks like. I mean, obviously, logistically, you can't bury it. You can't put it on a pole for whatever reason. Too much money, I guess. But, I mean, having a redundancy, we don't even have a redundancy, though, because a redundancy would mean that it can cover what the other one covers. That's what would make it redundant. But the backup is something that can't even handle the traffic. So how about having a real redundancy? Mm-hmm. I mean, that would probably be more costly than, say, sending a person every 10 kilometers to just stand there and shake a fist at anybody who got close. You know?
Proximity mines.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. GoldenEye. GoldenEye style. Proximity mines. Nothing, nothing like it doesn't explode. It just, like, shoots paint. It, like, explodes paint on you. And then you get back to your community and you're like, I'm covered in this paint. It's like, oh, that's the fiber op line paint.
Alkyd, huh?
Alkyd?
Someone's been bad.
What?
That's oil paint.
Oh, I
used to work at a paint shop.
You used to work in a paint shop.
This is knowledge I did not know you had.
I didn't know that either.
This before?
That's something for a whole other show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's actually something for another show. It's just like old jobs we've had.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
But I mean, that would be like a burst pack from a bank. You know, like if you steal the money, there's a burst pack, a die pack.
Yeah. Right? It would be very funny to see someone traipsing back into the community covered in neon yellow paint. Like,
what were you doing? Nothing. I was hunting. What did you shoot? An alien?
Well, gee, that's a mystery.
It's a mystery. If you have any ideas for fiber op line security, please give us a call, 867-675-0100. Or, hey, if you just want a job and you say, you know what, I'll drive back and forth from Betchico to here for 8 hours. Sure.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Have you ever wanted to be a spy? Of course you have. Of course you have. You played GoldenEye on your Nintendo 64. You watched James Bond, and you're like, hey, that looks great. I want to be a loner who kills people. Of course. We've all been there. We've all wanted to be a spy, and CSIS is hiring. And that's a little disconcerting, is that they're just looking to the general populace for spies.
Well, where else are you going to go?
I don't know. Highly trained military? Something?
They're busy.
I'm sure they send those ones overseas, but the ones they want are for in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, spies. Just, basically people to, hey, if your neighbors are, right-wing extremists or left-wing extremists, which, want everybody to have health care and education and stuff, which is awful, then you should spy on them and tell us about it. So how does one become a spy? Have you ever wanted to be a spy?
No,
never. Eh?
And GoldenEye was that was not an introduction to be. There was nothing about that game in hindsight that was spy-like.
Not really.
You just busted into rooms and started shooting.
Shooting people.
That's
you
had
the silencer on your gun.
So, sometimes,
Well, if
you wanted to make it easy on yourself.
The first level of that game was like the only one where he's like kind of sneaking around. He sneaks through the ducts, shoots the guy in the bathroom, and then that's it. After that, you're walking around the hallways shooting people.
That's just a one-man free-for-all.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you get an AK-47 and a rocket launcher. You're like, whatever. Yeah. You're going to blow up this rocket factory.
I certainly didn't want to be that kind of spy.
That's right.
That seems a little dangerous.
I want to be the kind of spy that sits at home and just kind of takes note on, like, what I'm watching. Not even what anybody else is watching.
Just spy on yourself.
I watched 3 episodes of Glow last night. It's pretty great. Pretty great.
Doing a little self-surveillance tonight.
Yeah, a little self-surveillance.
Who knows what I'm up to?
Especially like that part around 7 o'clock where you scratch yourself for an hour. Well, anything worth doing is worth doing right. A League of Their Own reference.
Very nice.
So, if you'd like to become a spy, you can apply at CSIS. At their website,
right.
And here's what they're looking for. They're looking for intelligence officers, which is another way of saying spy. And what do you need for qualifications? You must be a Canadian citizen. Check.
Yeah.
You need
so Ollie's out.
You just need a bachelor's degree. I am out. Why do you need a bachelor's degree?
Like in nothing particular?
That's what it says. For education, you just need a bachelor's degree. It's like the GNWT. They don't care what kind of degree you have, as long as you got one. Here's a $90,000 job.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a general bachelor's degree.
What about a trade certificate?
Maybe a trade. It doesn't look like it.
Well,
and it doesn't matter where you studied, as long as you went to a Canadian university or have the Canadian equivalent if you studied abroad.
What about a community college?
Maybe. I mean, you can get a bachelor's degree from a community college, right?
I don't
think so either.
No.
I think
you get diplomas.
Yeah, diploma or an associate's degree.
Yeah.
That's elitist.
It is a bit elitist.
And BS is what it is.
We don't think us bumpkin types are smart enough to be spies?
Probably not.
I would say that is silly.
Yep.
Because the best spy would be the most inconspicuous.
Exactly.
Which would be someone who, you might assume is dumb.
That's right.
Went to community college.
If you're going to send me to Monaco to be in like some high-priced casino, I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb. But as like a person who's like, why did this person win the lottery and that's why they're here? It's like, yeah. How do you play Baccarat? Baccarat? Baccarat. That's Bert Baccarat. But there's a game called Baccarat.
Is there?
I don't know.
Backgammon?
No, not backgammon. You can't play that for money. Well, you
don't do that in the casino.
In terms of experience, you just need 2 things in order to apply for the position of the spy agency. You'll need a knowledge of the CSIS mandate, which is probably like, be a spy, but be nice about it. Knowledge of both national and international current events, and an understanding of how they relate to the CSIS mandates. So you just need to bone up on your news and read the CSIS mandate. Also, strong oral and written communication skills.
Oral?
Oral. Yeah, oral. AURAL. You need to be able to hear good. Strong interpersonal and teamwork skills, strong analytical skills, values and ethics, and self-confidence. I am so out.
Ethics?
Yeah, right? I don't know.
That's not how you get information.
Values and ethics. Give me a break. Yeah, that is not how you get information. I'm sorry. If we're actually spying for our own country on possibly our own citizens or other citizens, ethics kind of go out the window.
Right? Isn't that ethical enough? We're doing a service. It doesn't matter how we do it.
Exactly. I'm going to put a bug on somebody's phone, but I'm going to be ethical about it. If you're the right fit for CSIS, they can set you up with foreign language training. Perfect. Hey. There you go. I can finally learn French. And you have to keep it you have to keep your driver's license in order to stay employed.
That's fair.
So it's I mean the outline for this job is not unlike an outline for pretty much any job. Yeah. Be able to speak and write, be nice, don't be a jerk, and have a license. Have your class 5.
What's the salary there? That's classified.
Here we are. If you're hired full time and receive a salary in the range of $69,350 to $84,360.
That's all right.
Yeah, so right in line with a policy advisor here in the GWT. And if you're applying to be a spy at ISIS, you're reminding people.
Wait, ISIS? What?
Sorry, CSIS.
CSIS.
Pardon me. Similar. Not to discuss your application, especially on social media. So you can't talk about it. So if you're applying to be a spy, keep it a secret.
So that was the final nail in our coffin.
That's right. I'd be all over it. I'd be like, just applied to be a spy for CSIS. Wish me luck. # don't tell anyone.
All right, well, there you have it. You have nothing not to trust here on Mornings at the Cabin.
That's
we
right.
have officially outed ourselves. We cannot be spies with CSIS.
It was the second thing. Bachelor's degree. Come on.
We could have lied about that.
All they really want to know is that you can finish something. That's all they care
and
about.
then you can keep your mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut. I would post it on Facebook, hashtag don't tell anyone, with and then put a link to Our Lips Are Sealed by the Bengals.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
So if you want to apply for CSIS, I don't know what to tell you. That sounds terrible.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.